Newest soul food restaurant is getting spectacular reviews. Great place with amazing food. The Sunday champagne brunch is fabulous. I saw the place on IG. We tried it for lunch. We were blown away by the food and the service. The restaurant has an inviting atmosphere and a dynamic vibe. Over the years, Lionel has catered most major black events in Los Angeles, including all of our KBLA Talk 1580 gatherings. But now he has his own spot, Lionel's Soul Food Cuisine, and you need to check it out at 8501 South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles. Oxtails, baked or fried chicken, meatloaf, turkey chops, pork chops, catfish, short ribs, and all the fixins. Collard greens, mac and cheese, yams, red beans, black-eyed peas, and more. And of course, hot water cornbread, satisfying drinks, and delicious desserts. Lionel's is a great place for brunch, lunch, or dinner. If it's good enough for us, it's good enough for you, because we've got your black. So, head on over to Lionel's Soul Food Cuisine at 8501 South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles and tell Lionel you heard about it on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
When you have a gap between the observer and the observed, then there is a time interval, and during that time interval, other factors enter, conflict arises, and so on. Therefore, it is imperative to remove this gap. Otherwise, you cannot observe actually the present. You get it? You see the logic of it at least.
Do you see the logic of it at least? Man, Krishnamurti, boy. Hey, we call him Krishnamurti because he gonna hurt your feelings with the truth. I love Krishnamurti's work. Listen, hour number 2, the first hour flew by. You understand? Tonight's topic, be where your feet are. A deeper look, an intriguing look at the purpose of presence and why, for so many, it's difficult. The present moment as betrayal, when letting go feels like losing the only self you've ever known. Letting go of your trauma-formed identity may feel like death. Presence isn't just peace. It's profound psychological dismemberment. Ego death and presence, identity loss and healing, trauma and self-surrender, spiritual disintegration. Disintegrate the identity that your unhealed wounds created. Be where your feet are is tonight's topic. We got callers on the line. I want to get them all in right now. Who's been on the longest? Attila, Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Attila from Houston.
Okay, sorry.
There
bad.
you go.
My bad. Hell, I'm on my phone. I'm struggling. All right.
It's all good. Talk to me.
Well, first of all, you should definitely start calling yourself the trauma whisperer, because, baby.
The trauma whisperer. I love
it. Yes. I'm off topic. But, no, seriously. Okay. So I wrote something in the chat, and it kind of got me thinking. Like, I'm wondering, in regards to the presence thing, if we're neglecting presence because we're expecting perfection,
Ooh.
where imperfection is actually needed. And to me, like, that connects to yesterday, because in order to have a lesson learned, you'd have to be imperfect. You have to make a mistake, right?
And accept
But for
it.
a lot of us,
Yes.
yes. But for a lot of us, that's like our biggest fear. So we're not getting to the point of presence because we're not wanting to make a mistake.
That's a bar.
Or at least acknowledge it.
That's a damn bar, child. What in the world? We done let perfection get in the way of our ability to learn lessons. Come on, talk to me about it.
Because, okay, like, when I think about having to go through the process of unlearning people pleasing, the biggest thing that I had to accept is just that, like, look, you've made a mistake, or you're not perfect or right in this area, and you have to accept it, make amends, right? Like, go through the process. It's almost like a 12-step process of becoming human. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I want to hear the other part.
No. You got me thinking. A 12-step process to becoming. That might, listen, hold on.
Topic, I know. I'm going to write it down.
Wait,
I'm write it down.
The 12-step program for becoming? We need that. Has anybody ever created that? We need that.
We can. Why can't we? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Why not?
There go our topic for tomorrow. Hey, Attila, my niece, guess what you did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. This is a national discussion. We're going to talk to every city, every state. Don't let your state be late to the party. 1-800-920-1580. Get on the phone right now. Hey, let's run back to Los Angeles after visiting H-Town. Let's get my brother, J.W., South Central Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, how you doing, Zoe? Yeah, please be patient with me. I'm going to try to talk slow and be real defined with my words so you can comprehend. Now, last night I was talking about my wife. Now, just to reiterate, I have realized prior to knowing her and meeting her, I had said to myself what type of person I wanted, and I recall you saying about the particular type of person that a person would want. And it has to be this type of category. And I said, well, what you do for the next step? And then when I met her, like I stated, it was like love at first sight. And the fall was I married her prematurely. It was within 1 month. And that was foolishness. Remember, I was making a point about,
Wait, JW, let me stop you for 1 second. Are you on speakerphone?
Yes, I am.
Hey, you don't. We got to hear you, J-Dub.
Most of the time I am. I'm off. But
okay.
As I was saying, I knew better. But when I met her, it was a premature marriage because I only knew her for a short time. So I said, oh, man, foolish. Okay, but anyway, going through the process, and you have to be patient with me because sometimes I can't retain thought. And I try to come back and gather my thoughts and make it make sense. But anyway, I realized that my mistakes were being repeated. And I believe it's because, first of all, I wasn't aware or conscious of my flaws or my problems. First of all, because a lot of times when I would listen to you, I'll say, well, what if you don't know that you got this issue or you're not aware of it? Because you mentioned that earlier, too, a moment ago. And I'm one of those persons. And then my mind always raced. So therefore, I'm not being in the presence. And I do have a problem with trying to focus or concentrate or meditate. That's something that I rarely have done throughout my whole life, as well as fast. And so I know it's going to have to be something intentional, and I'm going to have to focus on it and practice, take that first step and move through it. Like your niece said, that 12-step process. Because I always say about process, if you recall. But also, I realized that I am comfortable with myself because I'm sitting right now in the office listening to your show, and I can be in my own self, and I don't zone out, but I don't be in that focus state unless I'm just listening to something. So I guess that's part of the mind racing, being distracted. And I got to
let me just say this to you.
In the moment.
Let me just say this to you, J-Dub. You are one of the most transparent callers we have. You call in, you lay it all out on the line, you share.
Because I need help.
I know, brother. But guess what? How many resources have I given you on this show? You can call one of my sisters. One of my sisters, man. Dr. Shalonda.
I know you mentioned that. I told you I spoke with Dr. Sunshine, but I mentioned my cousin is coming home.
Dr. Jashana Johnson. Come on, brother.
Correct. But I'm being honest and blunt, direct, candid, and frank. I'll be multitasking, too busy, and that's part of being, I guess, the mind racing.
But you know you can't be too busy for yourself, J-Dub.
That's so true. I want you to recollect. I said my cousin's coming home. She's going to have a degree in psychology, and I trust her, and I can get down with her, and we can get in the nitty-gritty.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Don't think I'm going to neglect myself. So
okay. I don't want you to neglect yourself, brother, because I'm going to tell you, I know the radio show is good, but the radio show's not therapy.
I understand, because I need tools.
You need tools, brother. Listen, let me just say this, man. I love you, and I appreciate you. You always going to have a voice on this show. Guess what you just did?
Back, bro. Brought South Central L.A. into the house, man.
South Central L.A. is on the board. We got Houston. We got L.A. What other city is going to pop up? Come on, let's get busy. You already know what it is. Cali, Seoul, Denver, Colorado. The national discussion continues. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I love tonight's topic, and thanks for doing it. Brought up a lot for me.
It's a lot for you?
No, I said it's brought up a lot for me.
Talk to me.
And the one thing that I keep asking myself is gratitude not vulnerability? And oftentimes we're always creating. We're never not creating. And a lot of times with our demonstrations, the one thing that we forget that will anchor us into the present is just simple gratitude. We'd be so busy, you know, you can make a master demonstration or just a glit that's a piece of your demonstration. And instead of expressing gratitude and just being grateful for whatever you've manifested, whatever has shown up in that moment, I think our trauma responses have us like, okay, what's next? Because I got to, you know, it's like, it's a trauma response. I did this. Okay, I got to always be on the grind. I got to have step C, D, E, F, G, you know, in the holster and ready to go. But it's like, it would serve us well to express gratitude to God and to ourselves. Right. And just bask in that instead of being so quick to jump to the next.
But do you see what the power in what you're saying? First and foremost, listen to what I'm about to say. Gratitude is presence. Do you see? You just said it. It's there. Gratitude is present. I'm in the moment with Cali Soul. I am listening attentively to what she is saying. I'm listening without judgment. I'm listening to her emotions, her feeling, her vibe. Everything is coming. Do you see? And I am grateful for what she said. Most of us, we try to capture the beauty of the moment and then try to replicate it. This was a nice restaurant. We got to come back here more often. Or, there's a beach, in a hidden beach over in Palisades, hardly nobody go to. I go there all the time. We try to recapture it as opposed to just being nude, psychologically nude and present in the moment. Grateful, gratitude, presence, vulnerability. All of these words are synonymous. Individuation. Girl, you just hit us upside the dome piece on our way home from Jones Beach. Do you understand what I'm saying? She said, be grateful. And being grateful is not an act. It's not a performance. For some it is, by the way. I don't want to. But be grateful. Not do grateful. Be it. Embody it. Talk to me.
Come on now. Another thing, a prime example of that is the sunset, right?
Yes.
The sunset.
Yes.
And the first thing some people want to do, and I was guilty of it until I figured out, you're not going to capture this. In order to behold this, you must just stand and witness it with your eye. But oftentimes when the sun is setting or when the sun is rising, we want to try to capture it with a photo. And it's like, you can't do that. You can try, but that's taking you out of the moment. Put your phone down and witness it with your eye. And that anchors you again to the present. I remember I had a mentor when I lived in Miami, and she was taking me home one day. And for me to live in Miami was a dream of mine. It was something that I was projecting my future, trying to get there. And then when I finally got there, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I deserved it. I couldn't believe the neighborhood that I lived in.
Right.
I couldn't believe that I could walk to the store. I could walk to the beach, and that was my life. I could not believe it. And I remember Sister Rosetta told me, and I didn't get it when she told me. It went in one ear, out the other, over my head and under my feet. She said, yeah, I've had a master demonstration before, and I realize now that I didn't have the consciousness to behold it.
Wow.
And when she told me that in that moment, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really get it. But now I do. And it goes back to gratitude. Instead of, oh, my goodness, what am I doing over here? People looking at me. I shouldn't be in this neighborhood. It's like, no. You listened to God and you brought yourself to this moment. So enjoy it. You deserve it. You got to remind yourself, your manifestations, you deserve them.
Right.
Whether good, bad, or ugly.
Right. And talk to me. You said you deserve it, so enjoy it.
Yes.
Many of us take enjoyment and again try to extend it. Spiritual enjoyment has nothing to do with extending the experience. Do you see?
Come on.
It's about immersing oneself in the experience in the moment, and then when it's time for the experience to fade, you fade.
Yes.
Don't go nowhere. Stay with me. Denver is on fire.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You ready?
Somebody make some noise in this joint.
KBLA Talk 1580 celebrates its 4th anniversary this year on Juneteenth.
Here we go again. Holla.
Hard to believe 4 years has gone by so fast.
Oh my God.
But here we are, still standing, still loving and serving our people as best we can.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
To celebrate our 4th anniversary, we have 4 big events, and you're invited to all of them.
She got a lot to say.
Let's do this. Let's get it on.
On Wednesday, June 18th, we go live on C-SPAN for the second consecutive year with our Climate Justice plus Black Health Symposium. Tavis Smiley will moderate an all-star panel of thinkers and influencers as we continue our vitally important climate justice work.
Hey, Tavis Smiley, talk about.
On Thursday, June 19th, you're invited to join us as we celebrate Juneteenth and our 4th anniversary. There'll be plenty of food, fun, great music, good vibes, and all of your favorite KBLA Talk 1580 hosts will be there.
Yeah, man.
Flip the beat. On Saturday, June 21st, there are 2 big events you're invited to attend.
I can't wait to hear it.
This year, KBLA Talk 1580 continues its annual partnership with the Empowerment Congress for a community celebration and dialogue to educate, engage, and empower. This year's theme is Resilience in the Face of Chaos.
Can't wait to see what's up next.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
And new this year is our State of Black Women in Los Angeles Symposium, moderated by Dominique DePrima, with a luncheon to follow. Dominique will be leading a dialogue with some of the most impactful Black women leaders in Los Angeles, and you're invited to join.
This is it.
All of these events are free, but seating is limited, so you must register in advance at our KBLA1580.com website, where you can find all the details you need about each event.
Check it out.
It's our 4th anniversary, and we would love to celebrate it with you.
I love you guys so much. There's nothing you can do about it.
We're KBLA Talk 1580.
The only black talk radio station west of the Mississippi.
Thank you for having our black.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
Love you. Love you.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Say, lady. Remember that night in the garden? I didn't touch you then, but I want to touch you now.
Oh, baby, let me touch you. Touch you right now. Touch you right now. Can my love for you stand the test of time? We'll see if it's just pleasures of the mind. Here's in physical. I'm so young, so naive, girl. These are new waters, and I hope they're not too deep for me. Oh, baby.
A pattern of self-sabotage is the result of an internal conflict between the true self, who longs to participate in this life, and an inner critic whose job it is to undermine all participation. The inner critic is a bringer of death. It threatens to empty out your life and leave you empty and lifeless. The inner critic is a copy, a leftover, a shadow, a remnant of abusive figures that we have been close to in our lives. And abuse even takes well-intended forms. Think of a very strict father who's just trying to protect you. Think of an overbearing mother who just wants you to know that she loves you. These factors can limit the development of a personality, and we carry these limitations around in our own heads later on, and we call the results self-sabotage, when it's not really us, and it never really was.
Wow. How can you be present when you're repressing all of that? Again, the most important relationship you would ever be in is the one with self. The real marriage is the marriage of the shadow and the mask, individuation. If you're getting married before you individuate, you're setting up the university of you. The conflict that manifests in that relationship will be a reflection of that which hasn't been integrated. You wonder why the marriage rate is over 50%. The divorce rate is over 50%. You wonder why, right? Relationships are inherently spiritual. I say it all the time. Before I get back to my caller, just know this. Our KBLA Talk 1580 4th anniversary events are fast approaching, and seating at all 4 of our special events is getting tight. Have you registered at our KBLA1580.com website? If not, let me encourage you to stop and do it right now so you don't get left out. It's just that simple. It's our 4th anniversary. Man, that 4 years flew quickly. I think I got here a year and a half in. Listen, zipped by, all right? And we really want to celebrate it with you. If you are planning to join us for our 4th anniversary celebration and barbecue on the Juneteenth holiday, we're asking everyone to bring a food gift card of any amount for the victims of the Altadena fire. Grocery store chain or restaurant, we're grateful for whatever you bring to help the family still displaced by the wildfires. So go to our KBLA1580.com website right now and sign up for the events you plan to attend. All of our anniversary events are free, but seating is limited, and you must register now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Back to the topic. In what ways does our attachment style and conditioning shape our beliefs on what it means to be present? True or false? Anxiety is the absence of presence. Ooh, come on, anxious preoccupieds, APs, stand up. True or false? Anxiety is the absence of presence. In what way is being stuck in the past and or over-fixated on the future ultimately a result of dissatisfaction with the self in comparison to the external world? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. If your attention is fragmented, can your identity truly be whole? Do you feel emotions, or are emotions feeling you through the lens of forgotten time? In the stillness of now, what part of you resists disappearing? Is presence an act of will or the absence of a story? When we come forward, we going back to Denver, Colorado.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. A body believed to be a young black child, 2-year-old Montrell Williams, was found in the East River in New York near the Whitestone Bridge. His father, now a person of interest, refused to say where the boy was and is being held without bail.
This was a troubling series of events.
Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams has weighed in as the NYPD and family had searched for days. Black U.S. Rep. LaMonica McIver has been federally indicted for allegedly assaulting officers during an incident at a Newark ICE detention center. She's accused of interfering as agents tried to arrest Black Mayor Ras Baraka. And survivors of the deadly Sapelo Island dock collapse in Georgia are suing the company that built it. 7 people died and nearly 40 fell into the water during a Gullah Geechee celebration last October. Black civil rights attorney Ben Crump is representing several victims' families. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
LA's newest soul food restaurant is getting spectacular reviews. Great place with amazing food. The Sunday champagne brunch is fabulous. I saw the place on IG. We tried it for lunch. We were blown away by the food and the service. The restaurant has an inviting atmosphere and a dynamic vibe. Over the years, Lionel has catered most major Black events in Los Angeles, including all of our KBLA Talk 1580 gatherings. But now he has his own spot, Lionel's Soul Food Cuisine, and you need to check it out at 8501 South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles. Oxtails, baked or fried chicken, meatloaf, turkey chops, pork chops, catfish, short ribs, and all the fixins. Collard greens, mac and cheese, yams, red beans, black-eyed peas, and more. And of course, hot water cornbread, satisfying drinks, and delicious desserts. Lionel's is a great place for brunch, lunch, or dinner. If it's good enough for us, it's good enough for you, because we've got your Black. So, head on over to Lionel's Soul Food Cuisine at 8501 South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles and tell Lionel you heard about it on KBLA Talk 1580.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It's me, Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash. I see those dry elbows, baby. But don't worry, get moisturized right in the shower. So hydrated you can skip the lotion after.
Don't wanna see it dry no more. Skin so moisturized with body wash.
Look at you now, no more dry skin. Your skin gets the moisture it craves with
Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Can you feel the wave? I know that when I first saw you, I knew that special lady.
Touching my body, I get a chill. Every time I see your face, I know I love you still. Hold my body, hold it tight. I just might take your places.
We have a young generation that has mistaken vulnerability in broadcast, where you sit in your room by yourself, put your phone on record, and make a video of yourself crying because of the loss of a relationship, and then posting that on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or whatever your media of choice is. And the hashtag is just being vulnerable. And there's nothing vulnerable about that. You were by yourself, broadcasting to the world, live or videoed, it doesn't matter. Do that exact same thing with the person you hurt. That is way more difficult. Don't leave a voice memo saying, hey, I'm really sorry, just taking accountability. Call them or go visit them and look them in the eye and say that exact same sentence that you just left a voice memo.
Stop this video, bro. Stop. No, we have to play that again. What in the world? Did you? Hey, man, if you didn't hear anything we said in the past 90 minutes, hear this.
We have a young generation that has mistaken vulnerability in broadcast, where you sit in your room by yourself, put your phone on record, and make a video of yourself crying because of the loss of a relationship, and then posting that on Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or whatever your media of choice is, and the hashtag is just being vulnerable. And there's nothing vulnerable about that. You were by yourself, broadcasting to the world, live or videoed, it doesn't matter. Do that exact same thing with the person you hurt. That is way more difficult. Don't leave a voice memo saying, hey, I'm really sorry, just taking accountability. Call them or go visit them and look them in the eye and say that exact same sentence that you just left a voice memo for. That's vulnerability. That's really hard and requires practice, and we avoid it because it's difficult.
In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, who was that man talking? Just a random man. Oh, that was fire. But that is presence. Accountability can also be seen as presence. Oh, this is fire. Tonight's topic is crazy good. Let me get Callie Soul back in here because I want her final thoughts. I want her summation of tonight's topic. Callie Soul, give it to us.
That clip that you just played, I call that being willing to have a courageous conversation.
Which is
And
present,
that is
right?
present. That's present.
Yes, yes.
And then you also asked the question, is anxiety the lack of presence?
Yes.
And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, presence is the absence of a story or a script.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as you get to, playing out your script in your head, you're stepping outside of the present. That's not the truth. That's what you want to create in your mind.
Wow. Wow. Man, I ain't got to say it, but we love Cali Soul. If you can't love Cali Soul, your heart is dead.
Hey, I think that was Zora Neale Hurston that spoke about that. She was like, if somebody finds themselves not liking me, I'm like, why would you withhold yourself from that? You deserve all this goodness.
Hey, we love Cali Soul. Cali, guess what you just did?
Brought Denver in the building.
Denver, Colorado is in the house. Denver's on the board. If you want to bring your city to this board, this conversation, this national discussion, please call me, 1-800-920-1580. The speaker in the last clip, his name is Simon Sinek. All right, Simon Sinek. He was on complete fire. We got another caller on the line. I want to get him in here right now. Tammy from the East Side. What? East Side? Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, you from the East Side? What up, though? You know what I mean?
East Side, South Central, Low Bottoms, 49th and Central. I'm not from nowhere, but I'm from there.
Let's go, East Side. What up, Tammy? We out here, woo.
I have not talked. I have talked to you 12 years ago, like when y'all used to do the call-in shows. Like, it is so amazing. Will you age? Like, I'm gonna need you to age. Like, you've been on my screen for 12 years and you still look exactly the same.
That meant I looked old back then.
Never. But the topic tonight, it struck my heart because last year I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Mm-hmm. Growing up, my childhood was Rapunzel. Only difference is my tower was all toxicity. Mm-hmm. So it's like growing up with no other experiences and being a Disney kid. Like, I just watched nothing but Disney movies. Mm-hmm. So it's like I came into this world as an adult. Once I finally became an adult, came out on my own, being present is not fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wish because I've been in trauma. It's been 2 years. I've been in trauma therapy. They finally got me on the right medication. Mm-hmm. And now that I see how things are, mm-hmm. it's like sometimes I miss that disassociation. I miss that disconnect. I miss that. I like to say I lived in Cool World, mm-hmm. but it's so. That's where, for me, it's the disconnect with being present and the problem with being present all the time. It's when I'm going to use what's going on right now. Mm-hmm. I literally just took a U.S. Mexican history class. This is illegal. This is genocide. Mm-hmm. And instead of doing the proper thing and filing paperwork and finding out what happened to the Treaty of Guadalupe, we're tearing this is our ancestors' handiwork. Mm-hmm. My grandfather and my great-grandfather, Slauson and Vermont, mm-hmm. the railroad, all of those little the warehouses, my grandfather's blood, sweat, and tears went into that. Mm. So it's for us to tear it down and for us to destroy, this is California. This is the land of the rancheros. Mm-hmm. So why are you destroying your ancestors' hard work when it is just as easy to file paperwork? I'm a Black Republican. Mm-hmm. But right now, I don't think the president that we have, he's not, ignorant. I'm going to say he's ignorant. I'm not going to say he's stupid. He's lacking of knowledge. He doesn't have knowledge. I'm pretty sure this man has never heard of the Treaty of Guadalupe. So it's like, for me, being in this reality and being in this moment, it's just like, it's discombobulating to me. It's very... I don't want to be present right now.
But it's beautiful. Do you know how many people you've probably inspired because you're present? See, what is...
I am...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say the invert of presence, not the invert, but a counterpart or piece to presence is patience. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes in learning how to be more present, you have to cultivate patience with yourself, because yes, it's difficult to be present without the filter of the past, without the judgment and the criticism that we carry with us, within us, right? So, be patient with yourself. You are doing such a good job. The fact that you called in, the fact that you shared, like, listen, you are more present than you probably even realize. And it's such a gift. It's so beautiful that you were able to do it. So I'm acknowledging you. I'm embracing you. There's no judgment here. Listen, you're on the right track, and it sounds like you're only going to get better.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, that's what
this is like a full circle moment for me.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, Tammy, from the east side. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No, I'm so serious. Like, the first time I ever talked to you, I was literally, me and my husband, we were pregnant and homeless. So it's like, now I'm in a 3-bedroom house sitting up on the hill, looking down at the madness. So this is like a full circle moment because you helped me through a very hard time.
No, it's all love. I appreciate you. Nothing but love. And Tammy, you can call in anytime you want to call in, okay, Tammy?
Thank you so much.
Wait.
And thank you for the words.
Wait, Tammy. Wait, hold on. What did you just do, Tammy?
I don't know. I said thank you.
No, wait a minute.
I'm learning how to accept compliments.
So let me tell you how this works. Tammy, I say, Guess what you just did? And then you say, brought the east side in. Come on.
Of course. East side, low bottoms, 49th and Central, all day, every day. My grandparents and my grandmother, she was the first black woman to be the manager at the Macy's over there.
Come on.
So don't play with me. My family, my lineage is deep. Like, so yeah, South Central, East Side, all day, every day. Like, it's a different place over there. I swear to God, it's a portal.
Hey.
Because the love and the camaraderie over, like, I grew up in a very mixed, like, it was a very mixed race neighborhood, and we would shut it down for holidays. You would walk around with a plate with a empanada soaking in collard green liquor.
Come on.
So,
hey, once again, we appreciate you calling in. Tammy, call in anytime. You brought the east side in the building. If you want to bring your city into this national discussion, all you got to do is call me 1-800-920-1580.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Why'd I go to the doctor? My heart would race just taking my son to practice. It didn't feel right. So I got checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about. KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Because intellect does not have anything to do with motivation. You can logically know that you should get out of bed at 7 a.m. every morning, exercise for an hour, eat a bowl of oatmeal, and then do intermittent fasting for the next 16 hours. Like, you can intellectually know that. So if we think about what EQ is, it is the ability to recognize and become aware of what your internal emotional state is, to be able to communicate that internal emotional state, to be able to regulate that internal emotional state, and most importantly, to not let that internal emotional state impact your behavior. So, Tech Teller.
Man, tonight's topic has just been on complete fire. Callers from all over the country, per usual. We love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. Let me get my final caller in here. Ed from the City of Angels. What up, Ed? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What up, brother Zoe?
What's up, good brother?
I got to tell you, as a Marine who came home from Iraq in '92, it is hauntingly familiar that the troops have been activated, and it almost feels like every 25 or 30 year cycle of unrest. But this time, it ain't us.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Did we lose Ed? Ed. I think we lost.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, you were breaking up. Do you have us on speakerphone, good brother?
Yeah, I was driving right now.
Okay, there we go. So, your thoughts on tonight's topic? Yeah, you were expounding on something. Could you continue?
Again, it is somewhat triggering that we live in a society that almost plays out in cycles. And, again, I feel bad for anyone who's suffering through whatever they're suffering through right now, especially the ICE agents who have to, get the call and be the bad guy. And those families are getting broken up. It's terrible, but, again, it ain't us this time.
I hear you, good brother. Hey, we're at the end of the show, but let me just ask you this. Guess what you just did, my friend?
I brought South Central Los Angeles into the building.
Hey, man. L.A. been up in here thick tonight, and I appreciate it, man. Tonight's topic, man, is presence. Be where your feet are. Such a powerful topic. Be where your feet are. A deeper look, an intriguing look at the power of presence. And why is it so difficult for us to be present in difficult moments? If love is conditional on narrative, is it truly present? These are the type of questions we're asking. Can intimacy exist without the need to be understood? Are arguments about the present or about frozen wounds that speak from the past? When conflict arises, are you defending the moment or defending the child who wasn't heard? Is vulnerability exposure or an invitation into, or is vulnerability exposure? That's a great question. Is vulnerability exposure an invitation into mutual surrender? This is tough. Vulnerability is presence, right? It's a heavy topic, and I don't expect you to digest it all at once. It's going to be on Apple Podcasts, Google. It's going to be on all of it. You guys have to go find this show and really come back to it and dissect it, because this is a show that I feel is exceedingly important with regards to maturing, spiritual maturation. Many of us struggle with that. There's a book you should also get, Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. It argues that suffering arises not from circumstances themselves, but from our compulsive identification with thoughts and time. Presence, he asserts, Eckhart Tolle, is the antidote. Not as an idea, but as a lived state of consciousness. Listen, y'all know how I do. I start the conversation. It's really up to you to finish it. I'm the voice of reason. I do this on a daily. Don't get it twisted. Tomorrow is my Friday, a.k.a. Thursday, and I'm going to hit you with a week-ending slapper. Love y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.
Made just for me. If I opened up my eyes, then maybe